mom will be sound. That's the main thing. My mother will be sound. I shuffled the cards and I got the eagle and the buffalo. Amazing. Prayers, strength, flying close to the sun. Everything. Let's get going. A little bit of pizza. Go. He's a weird guy. I haven't seen him for the last few days. They tend to make themselves barefoot for a while. I thank creation for what I can see, for the mind to see, for the spirit of my mind to be on this sacred place, all that I may gaze upon, and never to drink enough of it. I say thank you to the great spirit and the spirits of all creation, and to the stones, and to the earth, woo, and to the majesty of creative intelligence, woo, and to the air that I breathe, woo, and to the blood that courses through my veins, woo. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's do a random turning of this book. Predator. Kind was suspended from the A-frame and men. A bright yellow craft of some kind was suspended from the A-frame, and men, still ant-sized in this distance, were clustered around the frame as it tilted backward, carrying the craft over the stern and then lowering it into the water. Beautiful. Ripper a dime store novel, the brightening star of his frame carrying around himself. You can use books as, what do you call them? Oracles. They're oracular. What is oracular? It's oral, right? Knowledge from the mouth. If you start talking, if you went into some private bedroom where no one could hear you or record you, or you wrote things down, you just said, what's on your mind? What do you find? Right? There's a reason that my mom and I are living in this small condo together, studio condo, and I'm fine with everything, but she isn't. Why she goes up and down. And it's just interesting. There's nothing unsound about our arrangement. You know? We're good for each other. Right? If anything, I'm better for her than she is for me. I've come into physical danger repeatedly because of being close to her as a person. Now, you don't expect someone who puts you in physical danger to know that. I don't want to put that on her in so much as like, she's bound to, oh, you hurt me. I don't want to throw that at her. It's like, my mom never learned to really have ethical responsibility because she grew up around Christians. And some of whom raped her. One of whom is in the hospital with a broken hip. And I'm very strongly inclined, as one almost should be, to think that not only did he rape her when she was 5, but raped my younger sister and an older sister. And even the attempt would be the same thing. If you're a girl, you know what I mean, right? A man just looks at you like he wants to rape you, and then a policeman comes along. How are you going to fucking feel? You'd be like, you could say to somebody, hey, that guy was going to rape me. They're like, well, he didn't do anything. So threat is a big deal, right? Okay, we're on the way to the playing ground. And that's her side. That's against them. It's against everyone in my life who's hurt me. Right? Through the Church of the Eastern Star, through all of his evil. Anything and everyone. I had a woman I was living with, I told her, I don't want to have sex with you. She came into my room one day, and I was half asleep and started sucking my dick. Now, my living arrangement, such as it is, it was her place. I was paying rent. Your mind goes through various computations while they're filleting you as to what to do about it. What if I'd punched her in the head? I'd be finding a new place to live. So not only had she decided already to suck my dick and rape me, right? I would have allowed her decide to make me destitute. All because, what she did was wrong. So if you're a victim, you can't always do. If someone say, oh, you can't always do what other people would tell you. I would have done this. You can't always do that. You can't
People can attack you, and cowards will attack you, and rapists will attack you when they have the advantage. When it is not to your advantage, as they've already calculated, and you have to calculate very quickly to do a proportional hostility in return, right? Now, everyone that works in that store, anyone connected with them is cursed. Everyone. Everyone. Everyone connected. That woman was connected to a Qigong school. Her leader, everything, everyone is cursed. Right? Something as simple as a couple sticks that I gathered. I didn't know what to do with them yet, and there they were. So I need to do this. I always have a couple sticks lying around. And it's part of creation, right? Practicing the law. If you want to live healthily, you have to live by some kind of law, right? It's not go to the gym 10 times a week, is it? I hope not. Okay. We're about 10 minutes away from being able to put our eyes on the pentagram, but still there. White people tend to destroy such things. Let's put on some gloves. It's getting a little chilly. Let's go. Okay. Easy does it. Easy does it. Doing something so creative as yesterday and returning. And if it had kept raining, like I'm looking at this river, I would have had problems finding it because the river might have taken it away. Not yet. I think I found my favorite marijuana. It's the stuff they sold me last time for $100. I bought $200 marijuana. I bought $150 marijuana. But this stuff works for me. It's a nice, good sativa. It's amazing. I found out talking to them that price, in many respects, has very little to do with the quality of the marijuana. It has more to do with the supply. If they have a lot of supply, it's less. If they don't, they charge more. You know? And it has some relationship to, how much THC. If you have a small batch of 23% THC, I guess you will, for different reasons, not just supply, charge a premium. It's a little confusing unless you ask questions. So you think, if I buy a $200 weed, it's going to be twice as good as a $100 weed. It's not. It might feel that way because when you smoke a different weed, it has different terpenes, right? Your body's less used to it, so you get a bigger high. Not to say that it might not be very special for other reasons, but when you factor all this in, buying a $200 ounce is not always the best idea. Yeah. Yeah. I wanted to go from there. That's my idea. Alright. If it is gone or someone's destroyed it, which I very much doubt, but if somebody's that intent, they could have, because it's on an island that's hard to get to. Most people would never risk it, especially yesterday in the rising river, but I did. Nature favored me. It's just too bad that a white guy wanted to stand there and watch the whole time, but he tried to be discreet, but I wish he just left. I was having some personal time. They're creepy, like stocky. White people are stocky. Stocky people are often stocky. Ah, it's still there. You can see it. Nice. Yes, thank you. It's still there. You can almost, there's a line across the sand where the river came up to. It's amazing. There's something else going on there. Let's get closer. I'll take some good photog here. Here. I'll change the settings. We'll get higher resolution.